Hello. Big contrasts in the weather across the UK. On Tuesday, we got up to 21 degrees at Newquay in the Scottish Highlands. Plenty of sunshine generally across the Highlands. This image from the afternoon in Ness. Further east, Edinburgh, lots of low cloud, mist and murk being dragged in on the easterly wind. This was Newington, just 9 degrees.
But so is the weather for some of us. Yesterday, once again, for the second day on the trot, Kinlochhew in northwest Scotland had the highest temperature in the land, just short of 21 degrees. It was 20.9 Celsius.
Now, talking of sporting heroes, Cornwall has a new one, and he's only 15.
John Maguire, who's a little bit older, is on Fistral Beach in Newquay to tell us more. Good morning.
I'd have to have the memory of an elephant to remember being 15, John, I can tell you. Yeah, morning to Fistral Beach on the north coast of Cornwall. Talking about Lucas Skinner, what a prodigy he is. Just been crowned World Junior Surfing Champion. We were just looking out at Fistral this morning. Nice couple of sets coming in, a couple of members of the Dawn Patrol out catching a few early waves, and they've been doing pretty well. We'll get Lucas along later on this morning to hopefully show us some of the style that earned him that World Championship. It's a good story, this, and it's interesting, of course, because you would expect, wouldn't you, the world champion. All right, we have often had British European champions, but you would expect the world champion to be from somewhere like Oahu in Hawaii or Mavericks, California, Bells or Bondi in Australia. But no, he's from here, the North Cornwall coast, just a little bit further down the coastline. If you're familiar with this part of the world, you will know that it's a real surfing mecca. It's a real centre for the industry here, and now it's starting to produce some real champions. Lucas Skinner will be with us later in the programme with his dad too. He's a bit of a chip off the old block.
Hello there, good morning. Today's weather is looking very similar to how it was yesterday, perhaps just a degree or so warmer. Still some areas of cloud around, but also some sunny spells, probably best through the second half of today. And there's a chilly easterly wind blowing, and in exposure to that, it will feel quite cold, I think, at times.
But should we get a bit of fresh air in the meantime?
Shall we go to Cornwall?
Yes, let's go.
Let's definitely go there. Look at that.
Bit chilly in there, I reckon.
Yeah, possibly quite cold.
We're going to be in Cornwall later with a 15-year-old champion surfer who's warming up to talk to us. But it's great, isn't it, to see it's light at least at 10 to 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
It feels like the beginning of summer and grey skies
You
just to prove it.
You are insisting that it's the beginning of summer most days, John.
We've had strawberries.
I love your optimism.
We've got beaches. Carol can tell us if the weather is going to oblige. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. In Newquay at the moment, the air temperature is actually 7 degrees, but it's a cold start to the day for some of us. In Braemar, it's currently -4. In Glasgow, it is +4. Belfast, +5. This is where we've got clear skies, and we're starting with some sunshine. Come further south, Manchester, Cardiff and London, there's more cloud around, so the temperature hasn't fallen away as much through the course of the night. And these are our temperatures, round about 11s and 12s. But Sal and John, I mentioned it's going to turn cooler as well over the weekend. By the time we get to Sunday and Monday, especially Monday, we'll have a northerly wind, so it's going to be much colder with some parts of the northeast in particular in the hills. We could see some wintry showers. It's all topsy-turvy.
I don't think John's going to believe that, Carol, but we know it's true.
You're taking Monday off, John?
Yes, maybe I need to. And those pollen numbers are getting higher and higher, aren't they? Is it tree pollen? Is that right, Carol?
That's right. It is tree pollen, John. Yes. Good morning, everybody. And I've been getting a lot of tweets from you saying that the tree pollen seems worse this year for some reason. It's coming in at high or very high across many areas. So if you're just stepping out, do bear that in mind. And it's the likes of ash and willow, for example, that's causing the problems. And temperatures, John and Sal, slipping just by a couple of degrees.
That's interesting. You said about the pollen, I felt my nose twitching. I thought it was just my imagination, but it really is a little bit higher than normal, yeah?
Well, it just seems to have kicked in, not earlier. It just seems to be having more of an effect. I'm sure it's to do with the weather because, you know, the pollen is at its worst in the morning and also in the evening. But if you get a shower, you think that washes it out. But the minute the sun comes out, boom, it comes back out again. So the weather has been fairly topsy-turvy. Yeah. But I'm not an expert on pollen, I hasten to
You're an expert on weather. We'll give you that one, Carol. Thank you.
A pollenologist. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.
But first of all, Let's go to Glasgow because doesn't it look beautiful there? Look at that sunshine.
Blue skies, sunshine over the BBC in Pacific Quay. Absolutely gorgeous start to the day, and there's been some very high temperatures there over the last few days as well, haven't there?
There has. You're still insisting it's summer, aren't you?
Yes, it is summer, Sally. It is summer, nearly summer. Carol.
Carol, put him right, will you?
Well, it feels like summer in Scotland at the moment. Good morning, everybody, but it's not the case everywhere. I've also got a Weather Watchers picture from Scotland, Great Minds. We're looking at Montrose here, blue skies. It's been a cold start. Temperatures this morning in Braemar actually fell lower than -4 degrees. But as we come farther south, there is more cloud around, as you can see in Scarborough this morning, and that's the case for England and for Wales. More cloud to start with, but it will brighten up later in the east. By the time we get to late on Sunday into Monday on the hills in the northeast, we could once again be seeing some wintry showers. So hold on to that thought of summer and spring just yet, John.
Can we go back to that picture from Glasgow? Just live in the moment.
Bless you.
Carol, thank you.
Good morning both. Good morning to you too. This morning is mixed fortunes. If you're in Scotland and Northern Ireland, it's a cold start to the day, but a sunny one. For England and Wales, there's more cloud around, but we do have some sunny spells.
We're going to find out in the next few minutes what's the worst job in the world.
Okay.
Who's been the worst leader in history?
Oh,
What's
probably
the
some competition for
the
that.
the worst castle and palace. We've got the guys behind Horrible Histories joining us. They've got like a league table. Loads of different categories.
Horrible Histories.
Yeah.
Love them.
Get some live drawing as well.
Live drawing?
Not us, don't worry.
No. Good. That's a relief. Carol, help us. Morning.
I was thinking that with your quiche making as well. You two have so many talents. Good morning, everybody. Yesterday in Kinlochhew in the Northwest Highlands, the temperature was just short of 21 Celsius, 20.9 Celsius to be precise. And here today, we could see up to about 19 Celsius. But not this morning. It's a cold start to the day across Scotland and Northern Ireland this morning. -3 still in Braemar, but this is where we've got blue skies. As we come further south, there is a little bit more cloud around, and that's helped maintain the temperature level overnight. And you can see some of that cloud in Shropshire, 16 in Glasgow. And it's as we head into the weekend, again, it turns a bit more unsettled. There will be rain around, as we saw, but it's going to turn cooler. And especially as we move from Sunday into Monday, we pull in more of a northerly wind. That will make it feel a lot colder, actually. Excuse me. And there'll be some wintry showers in the hills in the north. John and Sal.
That pesky pollen, Carol. It's getting all of us.
You're not wrong, Sal. It's exactly what it is.
Thank you, Carol.
Thanks.